Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kimberly and I'm a part-time reseller on platforms like Poshmark, Curtsy, Mercari. I do sometimes list to eBay and I also sometimes send things into ThreadUp and The RealReal. And today we're looking at a very small Goodwill haul. So on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday actually, February 11th, I went into the Goodwill in the morning. Just kind of to see what they had, and because it's the transition day, so the week before's color is still 50% off and then the new week's color is 50% off, so you sometimes find double deals. I'm trying to remember. The sign said, I know red was 50% off, red ticket and blue ticket. I don't think I found anything blue, but I definitely found red. I ended up picking up 8 items and I spent $46. I did round up. So my cost of goods on average was about $5.75, but yeah, this was one of those weird shopping days. There were brands that I didn't recognize, and this location isn't great with service sometimes. Like sometimes it's fine, and on a Super Bowl Sunday when there's like a grocery store right next door, and forget it. Like some days you're like, well, there's no service. So I didn't look anything up, and when I got home, I realized that I left behind some decent brands, Anthropologie brands, and I was like, I don't know this brand, and then I was watching somebody, and I went, of course. So it is what it is, but let me show you what I got, because I think I found, some gems. I'm definitely happy with what I found, basically. Obviously, I wouldn't pick it up, and let's talk about one of those items. I'm going to start with the first item I found, which was I guess you can call it an athletic dress. So this is a brand that I've picked up recently thanks to my little honey hole thrift store. The brand is Packed. Let's see if I can find, here it is. So here is the label. It's a size small, and this is I guess it's an athletic dress. Okay, so it is the really nice material. It doesn't have like the shorts under it or anything. But what I liked about it was it had this open detail in the back. And I've seen a lot of the athletic dresses with this, or the tops with this at venting, which I think is interesting. It doesn't have pockets. Yes, it has pockets, which is always nice. And it has this cute, almost like cap sleeve to it. It was actually one of the clearance colors, so they wanted $7.49, and I paid half price on this, so that was awesome. This is a brand, I haven't listed the leggings that I got at the other store yet, but I'll probably end up listing this first. One, because I've done decently well with athletic dresses. Two, because this is a brand that, although it's not going to be a heavy money maker, like a large money maker at I think, how much did I pay? $3.75. I definitely think that I will do well on this, especially if I list it at around $35. I have to double check comps because I don't remember. When I got home, I looked, and then I don't remember now. Next up is, this is by Anthropologie, and I don't find a lot of by Anthropologie dresses. This is a size 4, and I knew as soon as I felt it that it had to have linen in it, and it does. But it is this gorgeous dress. Is it a dress or is it a romper? I don't remember. Did I look? Yeah, it's a dress. It's this gorgeous floral dress with large chunky buttons, pockets on the front. It does have a ruching detail at the back, and it is a size 4, so it's not the largest size, but I just thought this was gorgeous. It is 55% linen. It does need to I need to get all the, or at least some of these wrinkles out, but I thought this was really nice. They wanted $7.49, and our Goodwill does 5% off over $20 on the things that are not on sale. So instead of this being $7.49, I paid $7.12. Next up is a dress that I hemmed and hawed over, but there are a few reasons I picked it up. This is Bob Mackie Wearable Art. It is a size 2X, and it is this really pretty design dress. Bob Mackie is a designer that, what's her name? Miley Cyrus just wore to the Grammys, I believe. pretty sure, was it Grammy? I know she wore Mackie. And he's all over social media right now. And I was like, okay, that's a good thing. You know, having that. It's 2X. It's a beautiful dress. It's a midi length. It's lined. So this has some weight to it. And this is actually a brand that they sell on the Real. So I was like, all of those factors, plus, even though it was not, you know, a half price color, it wasn't marked up. So for $7.12, I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. I will list it myself, and worst case scenario, I send it into the Real, because like I said, this is something they are listing right now. Honestly, I like Bob Mackie stuff. I think it's interesting. Next up was just kind of it was $5.49, no, $6.49, my bad. And it was the half price color. I'm just looking to see if I see there. Yeah, $3.25, I mean. And it is the Ugly Christmas Sweater brand in a size small. But look at this. It is a corgi, and it has like the fringe at the hem. I'm sorry, but I don't consider this ugly. I think it's funny. I bought it because I've done well with these kind of sweaters, especially if it's something cute on the front. And I figured, worst case scenario, Mom, do you want to wear this? Next up is a t-shirt. It's a graphic tee. It is My Broomstick Runs on Wine. And again, this was half price, but they wanted $4.49, so I spent $2.25 on this. It is a size large. And this is an older tee because it has the, you know, this particular label. But it is not a vintage tee. It's almost vintage, not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure this is from like the early 2000s. But super cute. I like it. I've done well with these. But I'm pretty sure my mother told me she's stealing it. So there's that. Next up is another dress that I couldn't leave behind because, again, it was half off. And it is really pretty. It is actually a Lulu's dress. I don't pick this brand up a lot, but it was a Lulu size medium, and I just thought going into the spring and summer, this was a good choice because it is this gorgeous white dress, lined at the bottom, very heavyweight. It has this really pretty lace detail. It's like an open lace, and then like, here, let's see if I had it zipped up earlier, and then they unzipped it at the counter, and I don't know why, when I was checking out, and I was like, okay, and now I can't get it back up because it's such a delicate area there. So I'm gonna have to mess with it later. But anyway, so I've undone it now. But so it has this little lace detail at the back, and then it's lace trimmed at the front. It has when you have it all done, it has this little open section in the back. It is really pretty. It's really nice. It's in good condition. No stains on it. Lulu's is hit or miss for me, but I just couldn't leave it behind at that price. Next up is a top that I saw that yellow from like halfway down the aisle, and I just snagged it. I didn't even continue looking. I just snagged it, and then I looked at it later. They wanted $5.49. I paid $5.22 for it, and it is St. John. It's a size large, and it's a basic, don't get me wrong. It's just a black and white striped 3/4 length t-shirt, but it also has like silver in between the stripes. I don't know. It's just, it's an expensive brand that if I can get for cheap, I'm not going to leave behind. And I do think it'll do well once it finds the right buyer. Last but not least, we have another brand that I struggle with, but I just can't seem to leave behind when it's cheap enough. It is Lafayette 148 in a size 10, and this is a blazer. It's a cute blazer with this bow detail at the bottom. So it fully buttons up, and then it does have that nice detail at the hemline for some movement. It has this like fan tail at the bottom. I just think this is a really nice piece, and although it doesn't move that well for me, I've done decently well sending it into both ThredUp and the Real, so we'll see what happens. I think I'll try listing that one though because it's really nice. It's not a big haul, but let me know what you think. Would you have picked these items up? I mean, $5.75 roughly per piece based on, you know, all the cons. Not terrible. But let me know your favorite piece, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.